this masochistic side that we all have, where we think about a team being sad as illusions kill them. You know, and that's fair. It's sort of remembering times when it happened to us. Good.
Oh, are they gonna go back to this ward now? Puppy. Yeah, all right. Everything is revealed, so no one's gonna move over to this giant maneuver. There was a lot of line drawings happening as we were loading into this game. People deciding what they were gonna do.
Begins.
And it looks like it'll just be 2 for 2 on the runes. Everyone kind of figuring out what they were up to.
Okay.
And it looks like everyone's just going where you'd expect. Chris is gonna hop through the twin gate, come back up top in time. We're all good. Roche comes through first, of course.
Okay.
Needs to get to his radiant home for a little bit. His home.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
He's doing quite well, you know, Roche. Like, despite all the inflation in the economy and stuff, he must have invested early. You know what it is that he had that old Roche place for so long that the value just went through the roof, right? Like those boomers who bought those really cheap houses. So when he sold the Roche pit river, he got a massive return. Bought a summer house, got a winter house.
Well, and to be fair, he's sort of leading the gentrification of this area too, right? Everybody's hanging out around the corners of the map now. Everybody was hanging out around mid before.
Yeah, this place was empty before. Roche moved in though. Suddenly all these neutral camps pop up. They want to be seen a cool guy, you know?
Hey, area.
I've always said that Roshan really develops cultures, you know? So he's really bringing a lot here to this part. It's so good to see.
Makes sense. All right, well, we're going to just stop with the analogies here as Katomi facing off against Puppy, two of the most annoying heroes in the game up top. And I'm just going to let us say, you know, let them fight. You know, you've got Sticky Bombs versus Gale. Somebody's going to be sad. There already was a salve popped for Puppy. But then on the other side of it, it's going to be this TA trying to deal with the Toby harassment, which also is going to be kind of annoying for him to deal with. Let's get a couple nice here and there.
You generally want to try and get a kill level 1 on the Wind Ranger before she gets the Wind Run. It's like how you like try and treat a Darkseer before they might have Surge up or something. But unable to get it this time. Partially because you don't really have that great of a kill threat coming from your position 1, even though you have a Venomancer, so it's tough to like blow those blood grenades. Probably is going to use it though. On account of Omi here, really wants to up the damage. Kanomi does have a blood grenade of his own. Toby's rotating over, has the power shot, but not going to commit here from either.
Last stop could be deadly. Down bottom, Boom is getting handled. 4-1 right now versus the 10-5. So Watson having a very nice start to this game. Damage not really able to help out that much against the sort of consistent harass that's coming from Fishman.
Fishman is out though. He's got nothing. He's got a stick. There's 3 mangoes and a blood grenade coming on that courier for him. So a bit of relief here. Thanks for a bit. And Boom taking the point in the Infernal Blade as well. So he's not going to have a creep to help out with quite yet either, unfortunately.
Yeah, needs to get that level up first and of course have access to the camps. Are there any good ones that are around? Small camp is already blocked. Who's the target camp soon to be? But no, they're fine for the moment. Yeah, no real action for having so many heroes that have first blood potential. Would have thought that up top there might have been an opportunity there. Mid lane, Stormstormer gets brought a little bit low by Armel. In terms of this matchup, Void Spirit just a couple of denies ahead at the moment.
Yeah, generally a pretty solid matchup for Armel simply because like you're just way more maneuverable, especially when you get into points to dissimulate. But because you have the physical shield, then it's harder for to harass you compared to all other heroes. So even when he's going for like last hit plays that you know he's going to swashbuckle, you can be protected, try not to get bullied out, and then you should be able to win the rune battles when you have points in Dissimulate and Aether Remnant. But of course, we have so many rotations coming through when the power runes are up anyway. It's very dependent on how those are looking.
Well, which heroes are going to rotate in towards mid to help secure those? Katomi already making the move. Oh, and that's interesting.
Yeah, well done.
Water Rune, Armel. Oh, he gets in just in time. Well done. Stormstormer, though, should be able to get this other one here as Armel doesn't have that other remnant throw out.
That was huge. Yeah, they rotated the techies to secure that, but that was supposed to get them both water runes, not just one. I'm not, unfortunately, though, missing a pull after with the remnant.
Fishman down bottom, being brought lower and lower, is not quite going to tick out. Did get brought very low by Yemich, and courier snipe here would be huge. Fishman throws out one last decay as Watson is getting hit a little bit under this tower by Boom. But with Fishman still sticking around, they don't want to give up first blood if they don't have to. Tombstone is now down. That forces back the rest of Secret.
And it gives some space for Fishman to also just like get back under this tower. Because we're a little bit tense there next to Yamich and finds himself some safety. Might have to make his way back home, honestly. There's not really a whole lot else for him to do. And yeah, that's exactly what he's going to be up to.
In the meantime, they did get a nice little pull over there too. So this wave is going to meet underneath Boom's, close to his tower at the very least. So Watson, and across all the lanes, Entity actually coming out a little bit on top. They're looking good.
Yeah, they might miss out a little bit on mid here just because Stormstormer did the whole run back home because he wasn't getting any TPs back, but
okay.
He's not even going to miss that many creeps. So yeah, it's just going to stay pretty even right now. Currently, Boom just gets level 4, so finally has Devour, has that bit of a slow start. We see this quite a bit for Dooms right now, though.
Yeah.
As they try and just sustain in the earlier parts, and unfortunately, nothing great. Just the Rippers here.
Yeah, has a little tornado action. And also no stacks able to be built yet, but Stormstormer gets level 6 as well as Armel having it. Brought a little bit low, but didn't throw out that Rolling Thunder yet. Thinks about going. The jump in. Armel dodges. They have the blast off ready to go. Connects. First blood. Stormstormer making some help. This Fishman brought low, but not enough for the kill. So Boom forced to TP out. Went all the way back to that tier 1 tower. And good damage thrown back onto Watson now. As soon as Boom shows his head, Watson realizes he has to play it a little bit more safe on this PL.
Yeah, they need the Lotus though. Like after all this trading and stuff, securing the Lotus would have been great. Looks like maybe Yamich gets there.
Yeah.
But it's another walk all the way home for Fishman. He might stop by and stack a camp. He's thinking about it.
Oh, and the other problem is the runes. Yeah, they're coming up. So
look at this gamer, gonna get him. You got the double stack on Undying. That's pretty hype at level 4, honestly. Getting 2 camps stacked up for your team as Undying. Well done, well done. Just gaming a little bit, you know?
Getting his levels for later. Yeah,
that's right.
Speaking of levels, Wisdom runes trade out 1 apiece after a lot of trading happening in the lane. And
still 1 kill.
Yeah, very quiet start to this game.
To restore the void within.
I think the biggest thing is that Toby actually feels like he has a game of Dota to be played as Watson is getting dove underneath the tower, gets the Phantom Rush to get over to the camp, and then Doppelgangers away from the damage, gets the salve off. Still rotating more heroes. Armel looking for an opening. Katomi turns on the Yemich, finds that kill. Fishman making the move over. Fairy Fire eats the Lotus, drops it down. Lysarb onto 1. Techie's doing so much in this one as Armel clips himself. Up there and Stormstormer on there with them. One of the few times you want to land on a cliff as a Pango.
He wasn't confident TPO either, which I don't think he makes it in time with the Rolling Thunder still going. That is, I can't believe that Katomi lived. Like, I thought he was dead for sure, and then he manages to grab a kill first off. I was like, oh great, he gets a trade, and then Armel can't finish the job. Watson was back under the tower as well, hitting more creeps. So that was great for him. Entity looking really strong in this game. And yeah, like you said, Kobe gonna get some stuff done here on this Wind Ranger. Top right now, 20 denies.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stormstormer clearing up those camps that were stacked just a little bit earlier.
Toby's owning. I just saw him get 2 denies right in his face.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, look at the base damage on these heroes, right?
Hell yeah.
94. He's got 100 damage.
Middle tower
and
is under attack.
TA, like, with Refraction, he beats him, but You need to use refraction. Like, these universal heroes are just so crazy.
7%, baby.
Yeah, it's nuts. Well, 7%. We'll see if it goes up after this one, if they can make the win happen. Definitely looking pretty good for Entity to start. Where are we to go next?
Secret, gonna be off the back of Armel to get back into this one alongside the level 6 on Yemich, right? That's why you pick Skywrath Mage. You want to pair up. You can bully a little bit in the lane, cool. Get some nukes and stuff, but the real deal is when you're pairing up with your mid laner and casting Mystic Flare on people. So, just gonna buy the Tome of Knowledge in 10 minutes.
Radiant are
Am I
scanning.
right? So, you might want to go sit mid. Gotta find some XP somewhere.
Well, getting a kill here would be a nice little boon for him to start to get boosted up, but yeah, you need to make this stuff happen for Yemich. Needs to get online. Doom used for an Undying. I think you're pretty okay with that if you're Fishman.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, not too much of a problem. As long as they don't get the full tower right now, because PL still wants some space down here. Losing the tower, it does hurt you. Like, PL, get greedier. No carries, of course. And trying to punish some of this greedy damage. Daring to be this far.
Oh, yeah, but she is going to drop. Now, can they find another? Looks like they're going to. Boom, caught, killed.
Radiant's middle tower is
That's
under
a huge
attack.
play gold
now.
Right there. That is all 3 entity cores, top of the board, all almost the same net worth. A true tri-core happening right now for the side of
Dire's
entity.
bottom tower is under attack.
And they are going to really take off. Because the other thing that they're eventually getting, like, you know, this Wind Ranger wants to build a Lincoln
Dire's
Sphere
bottom tower
eventually.
has fallen.
They're going to have answers for Doom too. Secret, they're going to have to pull something together. I mean, what are we looking for? An item or a sort of level? What do you think it is that Secret are trying to sort of hit to make things look better?
They're smoking a level 5 Sky. I think that tells you everything.
Yeah.
They have one plan, and it's getting kills with mid and Skywrath Mage, and unfortunately Sky's still not 6, and so they have to force it with this. Usually you wouldn't be happy smoking into the techies, but frankly, any kill right now will be great for them. Can they even get that is the question.
It's fine. Cat's Tommy gets him there. 6. Silence. And that's enough. But Stormstormer
Radiant's middle tower
going to
is
get a
under
little bit of
attack.
retribution. Doesn't have Diffusal yet, but Toby, he shows up. Waits for the angle. Shackle does not latch. Armel, they get the Focus
Radiant's
Fire.
bottom tower is under attack.
Turns into a piggy. He's picking out. Trying to get it caught up there. Still has the Focus Fire on him for a couple seconds. Is it going to be enough? No. So good play by Armel to get out of harm's way. And there's a lot of space created.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, hopefully space that they can take advantage of here. Unfortunately, Yemich still not 6, and their other support, of course,
Radiant's
is Puppy on this
top tower is
Venomancer,
under
who
attack.
is not great in these situations where you're behind. Definitely a hero who feels a lot better when you're winning and you're pressuring on the map. You're able to help take some neutral camps and basically use the fact that you own more map than the enemy team. And when you're behind, like smoking Venomancer, not that scary. Right. Scary if you're trying to force objectives into the enemy, but there's not that pressure on Entity this game because they have this Phantom Lance.
Yeah, that's true. And this is, I feel like, when Entity looks their best. There's a lot of times where you can do this camp stacking stuff that goes on for them. They feel like they're going to be comfortable going into the late game. And, like, in a lot of ways, Entity, that's their, like, sort of go-to move, it feels like, is just sort of chilling. And sometimes you're like, all right, well, late game, they don't really have it. This game, I feel like they definitely do. It's going to be up to Secret to make these moves to try and shut things down earlier.
Just maybe remember that I have ice cream.
Oh, really? How'd I do that?
Because you said that they're mad chilling.
Oh, is that?
And I was thinking like, oh shit, there's ice cream in my freezer. So thanks for that.
And
yeah, that's how chill I am right now as Entity. Like, I'm thinking they can just like get a couple scoops out, slap them on a cone.
I like that.
Sit in the sun.
You a waffle kind of guy?
Of course, but I don't buy them. What? I mean, Mr. Moneybags over here?
Make them.
Radiant are scanning.
That is true. That is very. You know, I do have a
Radiant's
waffle
bottom
iron. Could
tower
really get
is
that thing
under
working.
attack.
Say
Dire's
iron
top
weird.
tower is under
As
attack.
they're gonna move down.
It's because I read it in video games as a kid, and I never learned better. I'm playing like all the yeah, that's from playing Dragon Quest, and I thought that's how you said it.
That's great. I love it.
I'm trying to fix myself. I always say
Radiant's
bagel,
middle
but I'm
tower is
fixing
under
myself. Bagel.
Dire's
Bagel.
top tower
Bagel.
is under attack.
Iron? Iron. I earn
Iron.
the money. I earn it.
Well, Armel's about to earn this blast off in his face as they catch him. He's assimilate to get out of there. Oh, third jump away after the 2 steps in the assimilate. So they do use big spells there. Not quite able to connect to the kill with
Radiant's
the
middle
tombstone
tower
and
is under attack.
the rolling thunder used.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was just thinking things like, you know, even if they fall a bit behind on Secret, I could see like a Blink Octarine Doom, like getting the back into these mid-game fights. We hit some big plays, and then I clicked on Boom,
Yeah.
and Boom is currently going Greaves.
Yeah.
So he's going a different route. They're basically, I think Greaves empowers the Veno. I think that they're going for an earlier timing, and they're going to actually start having to pressure into Entity, which is a very scary thing to
Dire's
do when it
middle
feels like
tower
you're kind
is
of
under
behind.
attack.
But if you, because
Radiant's
like
bottom
there are
tower
execution
is under
spells here on
attack.
Entity that keep you ahead in this game, and that's the
Radiant
Rolling Thunder and that
structures
Shackle
are
Shots.
fortified.
And if you miss those spells and like the
Dire's top
sort
tower
of
is under
shorter
attack.
range of Blast Off too, there are execution things that could go wrong for
Radiant's
Entity
bottom
that could
tower
result in them
is
kind of
falling.
getting wiped in a fight versus, you know, haha, I Venomancer, press buttons.
Dire's
You know?
top tower has
It's
fallen.
true. No, and I think that particularly like Puppy just going this maxed out play boards build, they're kind of, I think, trying to do
Dire's
this
middle
like
tower is under attack.
ramp up pressure, you know, type of play and just sort of get together and consistently battle. But again, that window, if PL is getting off to this type of a start, has Diffusal Blade done, is, you know, halfway to the Manta style being completed now, game starts to look a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Mid-game moments, but the timing with those groups could be something big for them. They already have the Midas done for
Dire's
Boom
top tower is under
on
attack.
top of the Vanguard. But yeah, you can see Ranger, Radiant, 1 pick, overall win 1. So when they won, it was on Radiant. Is it going to happen again?
Solved.
That's just pumpkin.
Figured it out. You know, I mean, she is. Oh God, more. She's a Radiant hero, right?
Well, Toby's tried it before and it didn't work out. But it's fine. This time it's
Fine,
going to
it's
be
fine.
good.
I do think that Roche is on the mind for Secret, right? You're a TA lineup. You already have the medallion on your Veno, so you can make your way over there. At the same time, though, medallion also done for Fishman because we all just buy medallion Solar Crest and a fight.
Santos, bounce back and forth, find Armel, find Puppy, does some damage, not enough for a kill on any of these heroes, but with the focus fire, it will be enough. So they will kill off Armel, and Cat telling me he might be the one that's left behind. So they do manage to bring down that annoying Tech East.
Not a great trade, obviously.
Puppy. Oh my god.
Radiant
Atos, everything. All it took was a Diffusal Blade proc from Stormstorm, and he's out of everything.
The pickoffs are pretty fast.
Yeah. God, this gold lead. I mean, Entity winning in the early stages. This looks like a completely different team from the first couple of weeks.
And look what Puppy's doing. He's drawing big circles up around Roche. It's like, we need to go here. We need to control this. I have Solar Crest. We all need to go top right now. And the good news is that there's no mines in this situation, so they can get in here. They can get down the TA traps. They're going to have the next in the Doom. But they only have 2 minutes. So if you truly want to force this, like, you got to push out this mid wave, and you got to go now. I think this is their only chance. Does Puppy have the smoke? He does not have the smoke. Do they have any smokes? All right, so they're just gonna run at it, I guess. I mean, they have a dire outpost, right? So they could just run as 3 and then TP in the TA while after she's done farming.
Death tax.
I mean, right now, Secret sort of heading that direction, wanting to maybe find a pickoff first, but as you said, without smokes, it becomes a little bit more difficult. Now, Katomi is over here. He's gonna spot the ward up on the high ground, starts
Nice
dropping mines.
too.
Oh man, yeah, they know what's coming. They're already covering this area so well with Katomi. And blast off just onto Puppy with Stormstormer nearby. Power shots off the mark. A little bit of a mixed execution. Mystic Flare, the invis one, finds Katomi for the moment. There's the root, bringing him low and kill. Maybe an opportunity here. Stormstormer gets hit with that plague. Celeste tries to chase. I mean, this is the thing that's so tough is as they head over this direction, wait, they doom him? Okay, Fishman gone, Puppy gone. But now, boom, he's in trouble with no more Doom left. Entity's like, fine, we'll bring in the cores. Oh, wow.
I mean, frankly, you're not dooming the rest of them anyway.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a low percent chance you're gonna find any opportunities to doom Watson. So, Kataomi dies for the greater good here, it seems. And any hopes of getting an early Roche, I think, have just gone out the window for Team Secret.
A really good decision by them on Entity to just cover the entrances into the Roche pit. Because you're not going to TP 5 heroes in the outpost, surely.
Yeah, maybe that was the play.
Well, Secret gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Building up stacks seems to be the option. Chrysalis needs to get more farmed and get in towards KB or something, because the windows where there's the openings are starting to close. Watson almost at Aghanims.
I like the Veil a lot for Yamich. I think when you're in situations where your team's behind, and it can really be a big turnaround play, especially versus Yellow. I've seen. Oh, good.
Oh, that is not the way that was supposed to go. Armel gets caught. Blast off. Oh, they miss on the swash, but Armel into escape. Can't get there in time. Then he checked the shot. Still pick off there. They're gonna go to room.
Considering it.
Are scanning.
DP coming in. It's like it's the choice.
Scanning.
Level 4 wind run and then the 15 talent is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dire's
For
bottom
66% of the time, you can just be wind running.
Radiant's middle tower.
They are doing a very good job of keeping this snowball rolling for Entity. Wind Ranger, which has looked so horrifically bad, this DPC, we're starting to see the shades of what makes this hero seem broken in hubs.
What is it? Double shackles?
Yeah, I guess.
Typically, it's not getting countered, right? That's the main thing. Unfortunately, because of how well this game's going for the side of Entity, any counters are going to come up pretty late. She didn't really get counterpicked this game unless you count like being doomed or something.
Right.
And then, and silence, I guess, sort of count. You can catch her before the wind run. Nullifier will be there eventually, which is one of the best items versus her, but Armel is pretty far behind. There is a BKB on Chrysalis, though, so perhaps they can get an explosive kill onto one enemy here before the fight really begins.
Picks up a DD now, too, with Chrysalis. I mean, this again is one of the probably it's going to be used for a farm. Maybe if they can find a pickoff. It looks like they want to make a go with the DD, which is understandable. They have to get something going, and this is one of the few opportunities.
Is under
Maybe they
attack.
can Watson alone. They're heading right into him. Doppelganger down to the below ground. They find him. They get the silence on the real one, and he's gone.
Here comes
Just like that. Doom for round 2. Stormstormer looking for it. Doppelganger gets him away, though, with the tombstone down. But it does not get much better than that for Secret.
No, like, you don't have a whole lot of hopes right now, but being able to just clear up the ages like that, at least now to see back on the map a little bit. Shackle up top, though. Where's the stun? Easy time and Kataomi. I lied.
Oh. Armel gets away. Power shot, not gonna connect. Silence with the Mystic Flare down wasn't enough for the kill on Techie, so they do get away on Armel. Those branches and bracers coming in clutch.
I can't believe he survived. I feel like Wind Ranger pulled away a little early there. Living though. Down to 70 HP, no big deal.
So, I mean, the other, we've talked about this like looming threat of the PL, and it is true, but we did see a way that he's killable there. If he gets sort of caught unawares, there's a lot of damage potential. Although, maybe that changes when the heart's there. He's going into the Aghanims and got it done now.
They're also heading into the same part of the map as Chrysalis here, who pops on a mine. Be very useful to have refractions, but
he's aware.
Out of there.
Chrysalis backs out. Well, Entity
That's
gonna
a
come
free
steal a
tormentor.
So, have the grab ally save now.
Dire's
Good,
bottom
good.
tower is under attack.
I did not catch it being used last game. I'm sure it probably was used, but I was trying to see it during the fights. Does it make a noise? I can't picture a noise.
I don't think it does. Although,
Sound cues are so
are
important.
scanning.
there is one thing that it does, which is weird. If you cast an ability from the tombstone turns to cast the ability on the hero. But if you cast it on Undying, then it just, like, it's Undying that turns.
That's true, but if you use the tombstone, you can do it when you're silenced.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Aghanim Shard, jump around. Toby caught right at the start. This is pretty decent, but can they blow him up in time? Nullifier used. He survives the initiation. And there's the BKB TP out. After it didn't go well at the start, to the side, let's get the hell out of here. Boom, does he have enough to get away? Has Greaves ready to go, pops it, tries to run away. Also has a purge. Jumps back further and further, but Armel just going to get cycled and killed, but okay, doesn't have enough to kill Toby. Almost, no, the shackle comes out right at the end, and Armel gets brought down. Toby making the plays onto this Wind Ranger.
Let him cook. Let him cook indeed. 30 HP left. He says, hold up, Armel, not today. Now they are high ground right now, showing no mercy. The Ags PL. Ugh. Frightening.
Watson eats away at this tower, and for the moment, they're just trying to stop this, whatever it's worth, but PL Illusions doing way too much at this point.
Puppy got the right one. He was baiting hard with the doppelganger, trying to micro it around, and Puppy was like, nah, that's you.
Unfortunately, it does literally not. Watson just walks away.
He got him off the racks.
There it is. That's fair.
A noxious plague, you know? It just didn't seem so nice around there.
Entity on the verge of two. I mean, again, the context for this series coming into it was that Secret had started to build back some momentum, and Entity, they just continued to lose series after series. If things went bad here, this would be Entity on the verge of, you know, maybe thinking about relegation. As it stands right now, they might be sending Secret to that fate. They're not careful.
Yeah, this is a super important for both these teams because there's still a world where you can get into that fourth slot,
right,
to get up there with Quest Esports. But if you lose this, it's also very likely that you're going to wind up in that exact situation you mentioned. Probably not dead last, but very easily into a tiebreak for relegation, which would not be fun for anyone involved. So it's both being at 1 and 3, and with better matchups on the board left for Entity because they had that win over Liquid. They don't really have as many like concerning things to deal with, whereas Secret still have to play versus Tundra, whereas Entity have to play versus OG, who are also looking a little bit shaky, and the Hustlers. So they're in a pretty good spot if they win this.
Well, right now on their way to doing just that, and Secret trying to play catch up. Now they do have great heroes to sort of catch up with. You've got a Doom, incredibly good. A couple of TA, right clicks on the right target suddenly can turn a tide to your advantage. But this PL, is about to have Heart completed, and at least for now, they haven't had great answers for it. Need to get the initiation off on Secret, behind that Doom onto him, maybe.
Tower is under attack.
Not gonna be
Dire's
easy at all.
top tower is under attack.
He's got to be quick on the blink too, because the gale forces out. You know, you blink in there, you start looking for your Doom target, suddenly you're washed away in the wind.
Just back.
That's me looking for something for it to do here in this game.
There.
Yeah.
Does he have it? Oh, he does.
Yeah, he just got it from the Tormentor.
Got it. I like the Gale Force. It's fun.
It was really funny when it was global. That was comical. It's hilarious to think that it started global.
That's so cool.
Radiant
Air
are
bit.
scanning.
They're doing a cheeky little smoke maneuver here. Wind Ranger smoke next to the Pango illusion. So hoping that someone will pop and panic. I love when teams do this, but they're going to break off now as they approach holding area here of Secret, huddling around the Lotuses like they're Luna in the anime.
Oh, this is interesting too because they're waiting for Roche to come down here in that next 20 seconds when it's capable of respawning, but
Salamene, save us!
leading the charge. Oh, they're going down the death bridge. No, they're not. They're backing away. Damage. Retreats. Ooh, almost got swashed there. Let me go all the way back home, though. Armel. Quick little jump there onto Watson. Reveals the real one. And it's going to be 2 minutes on Roche, so a little bit of a longer one.
And then here we wait.
Yeah.
Dire
Dude,
are
this is
scanning.
the play. Just chill. Wait for Roche. Everybody hang out.
The scan goes green, then red, then green, then red. So it could be in the pit. They're not entirely short from Secret.
Yeah. This is where those sun strikes, clockwork flares, other stuff starts to become really valuable.
Yeah, huge.
Actually don't have a TA trap in the pit and also no vision around.
But we've seen this one before, haven't we? The techies' mines try and do anything. Oh, mines! Oh, mines!
There.
Radiant's
There they are.
courier has been killed.
Oh, they get the courier kill though. All right, smoke, counterplay now. Good ward in this area for the Dire. You see the illusions pass by. They're trying to build up vision. They can get a TA trap into the pit now, so they're going to see what's happening. Jump forward, Doom onto Pango. That's pretty good. Maybe already out from Chrysalis, but the grab ally kept Omi there for the save. They kept him alive. Oh my God, it's too good. But no, it's not good enough at all. Or wait, is it? Maybe Chrysalis turn upon. Yeah. Oh, Stormer. He survived through so much, but in the end is brought down. Watson with the ultra kill, though. We knew it was eventually going to happen. Way too strong with this PL.
Possibly the most appropriate voice line there from Polaris. Somebody stop me, because it ain't gonna happen this game. I'll tell you that much. 10-0 and 3. That fight was but a farce. It really nothing mattered. Watson was just walking from hero to hero, killing them, and there wasn't really anything that was going to be done about it.
Dire's bottom barracks.
I mean, when you all in on a hero too, and then there's just a save, like you doom him, you BKB jump with Chrysalis, and he just gets, he survives through a tombstone. It's like, all right, well, I guess that fight's over. And now Roche, after an entire set of racks, is going to be claimed by Entity. Well on their way to 2-0ing Secret if they can just keep it up here. Take a look at the replay of last fight.
That ally got grabbed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Get him.
Yeah, where's he going? Back to the tombstone! Ah!
Radiant's top
Cast
tower
it on the
is
tombstone, though. The tombstone turned and faced him.
Oh, I thought you clicked into it. You can click into it, can you? Like a snowball?
I don't know.
Surely.
Stormer did end up dying.
Yeah, he got it. But he got grabbed.
That's the important part.
Roshan has fallen into the ring.
Aegis in hand, cheese for Toby. As 32 minutes, and you can see the lines being drawn. Push out the waves is what Secret says.
Radiant
Try and stop the impending doom.
No, that's their guy.
Speaking of which, he hasn't been able to find a centaur, I guess, for Boom.
I mean, he's trying to deal with the Wind Ranger while he still can. She has no BKB. I don't know. It's kind of useful to have it.
It's under attack.
Plus, like, even if you Centaur Stomp, does it change anything? Like, you know?
Fair.
She's gonna have Lincoln soon, like any one of these fights. She still has Wind Run. Unfortunately, Phantom Lancer has a Butterfly, and this time, there's not gonna be anyone making annoying illusions of it.
That's true.
Dire's middle tower has
Oh, we
fallen.
got Meld Dispels, okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Try and build up.
Oh, goodness.
He went for it. Oh, catches him there. They find the real one. Watson, he's in deep. Find him for the moment, but no Doom as of yet. And of course, they still have that age. Just round 2 of it. As Katomi starts to drop down low. Armel hoping to do what damage he can, but it is not that much. Benno after the final already losing his mana. Watson walks back in and continues to spam the lances. Look at these illusions. They had to deal with illusions the game 1, but now they found the real illusion man himself, killing them in the fountain, causing so many issues. PL, it's a problem. And Dagon will not make this one go away.
I mean, he's still there. He still has Aegis for 3 minutes. You really don't want to doom him.
Oh no, they think that's the real one. It's not though. Watson is over to the side, and now the turn on the boom. Oh man, a gone. Oh, God. Toby pops the cheese, survives through that second salvo of initiation. Chrysalis pops his BKB, tries to run away. They buy back on Doom, but Watson is just not getting touched at all. They doom the techies. The only one they can reliably kill. Doom hits the stomp, but now Mystic Flare down. Stormstormer in onto the diffusal plate. Oh, mana gone. Oh, hope gone. And Entity,
Say the line,
close this game back out. As Watson is in the fountain, taking kill after kill. GG is called. We're gonna 2-0 secret.
Yeah.
How does he not drop that voice line again? Maybe it hasn't been long enough since he last dominated them, so I didn't get to see it. Perhaps that's it. And he was too busy. He's trying to get into a pub right now, so he DC'd